Good afternoon and welcome back to Music Scrap, the Musical Scrapper, part 2 of tonight's stream. I'm going to try and finish her up. I should be able to. Right now I need to, you can see the picture right down here in the corner. It is Murano glass abstract. So it's kind of a close-up shot of some Murano glass. And so Annie wanted me to do abstract, so I'm doing as close to abstract as I get. Well, it's obviously it's abstract, but it's still painting in a detailed way. Okay, so I need to flip my face cloth here because it's really wet at the end I'm working on. Soaking wet, actually. All right, so I'm mixing some alizarin crimson and some, I'm gonna test, all right, hold on, let me test something. Where's my little piece of paper I did for my testing? I don't wanna, hold on, I don't wanna wreck that, well, not wreck, but I don't wanna use those pieces because I could use those on cards. Where's my little, oh, I don't know where my little one is. I've got another little piece here. Okay. All right, let's try this again. All right, so what I want to do is I want to see if I get the color I want when I mix my alizarin crimson with my orange, transparent orange iron oxide, because that's the color I used with the orange. So I'd like to stick to that color if it darkens it the way I want it, if it gives me the color I want. Let me see here. Oh, and of course I have too much water, so that's looking good actually. I like that. All right, so now I need to add more of both color because I put too much water in there. So more of alizarin crimson and more of the transparent orange iron oxide. Okay, so it's darkest right here. Oh, sorry, now I've got the theme song for Midsummer Murders in my brain for some odd reason. Well, because I was watching it last night before I went to bed, that's why, but I'm rewatching them because they're just so good. I think of them as, I think of that show as the UK version of Murder, She Wrote. It's kind of like murder follows them everywhere they go. Like, you don't want to be their friend because everywhere these police officers are, murder happens. Oh, I need to use a larger brush. I don't very often say that. is running. One moment, please. Excuse me, sniffly. Thanks, Kimberly. Oh my goodness. Ah. Sorry. Not good to have to stop and blow your nose when you're trying to watercolor. But sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do. Very nice color, Jean. I like that. I like it. Now to soften off some of these edges here. Make sure when you're doing these edge softenings that you go back and clean the brush so you're not transferring pigment where you don't want it. Alright, so now I need to extend this up here. To right about there. And I can fix this shape now that I've got my darker color. It's not that I'm bragging when I say it's looking good. I mean, there's no point in doing art if you don't like the process and you don't like what you're doing. Then what's the point, right? I'm not bragging. I'm just enjoying it. I'm liking what's happening for the most part. Doesn't mean I couldn't fix something, but you know, just because it's not all perfect doesn't mean. Actually, I think this is a little more solid right here. But that glow is not really in the glass in the picture, but I like it, so I'm going to leave it there. All right, now up here, it's not nearly as red, but I like it's adding a really nice glow. So I'm going to water it down and just put a very thin layer so that it still stays brown, but it's going to add a little bit more glow up here because the glass looks like glass because of the glow. All right, so if you don't have the glow, it's not going to look like glass. So I need to go in, make sure my brush is clean. And I need to soften this transition here. I need to soften this transition. And that transition in the bottom, no. But there is a bit of a... Okay. Now, I need to add a bit of a shape here. How you doing, Eileen? You still awake or did you fall asleep? If she fell asleep, I don't want to wake her. But I want to shape this a little bit more because it actually is like a star kind of glowing there. So I'll see that better once I take the alright, I'm going to see if this is dry. No, I need to dry it because I need to add another layer in my darkest areas, and then I think I'm ready for the details on my blue and green. I need to add some red over here. Oh, okay, why don't I add the red over here while I'm waiting for that to dry, and then I won't have to heat gun it as much. Alright, so this corner over here needs some of this red. Oh, excuse me, gurgling again. I'm hungry. It wasn't my stomach. It was kind of my, I don't know what it was, my throat or what. But anyway, it was interesting. Sorry, I'm not quite close enough to get that line properly. Can't see what I'm doing. Alright. And there's a very light red right along here. I'm going to put it in, but then I'm going to really thin it down with some water because it's just a slight glow of red right along the edge of that. So I'm going to blend it in, and I'll wet along that whole area so that it doesn't create a bloom. I want it to blend. Okay, now I think that's it. I need to put some detail there, but I'm going to use my other brush for that right along. So use my rigger for that. All right, so now I need to dry and do my final layer of red. Ah, Kimberly. Ah. Thanks, Judy. Thank you very much. Just a few details. I think I need to add a little more dark around some of the moon there. Actually, I think it might need a little bit of red. We'll see. It's not really the moon. I don't know. It's something. It might be the moon coming in, shining in the window, like reflecting on the glass. Or it could be like a bubble in the glass. But whatever it is, it looks like a planet. It looks kind of like the surface of Mars or something. I'm going to see if the yellow, I'm going to add just a little bit. There is a little bit of a red tinge here. It's more orange, but I'm going to try it and see what happens. I'll add some and then I'll really wet it down. It's just right this whole back part of the moon here, or this, whatever the shape is, bubble or whatever. I'm just going to really and then I'll soften this edge and fuzz it into the moon here. Actually, I think I'm going to do that with the yellow. That's nice. All right, so now I need to fix this spot right here. It needs to blend, 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 blend. Blend, blend, blend. All right, good. I like that. All right, so now let's get this darkest red area one more coat here. Get my lines delineated. Don't you like that word? So this is called glazing, when you do wet on dry to layer another transparent layer on your work. I should have used my smaller brush for this area. Darn it. I pressed too hard, so then I got too thick a line and I went crooked. Still don't always have my touch control. I think it needs a little more iron oxide. It needs to be a little darker in this area. All right. It needs to be really, oh, that's better. It's almost brown, which is what I want for this darkest area here. All right, I'm sorry, but that's gonna need to dry because I still need one more layer of that dark. It's not quite dark enough that I want. You can do a lot to this paper. It's never going to pill. It is never going to pill. Night Dot. Thanks for coming. Exactly, Judy. I always get to send to YouTube chat. That's why I don't even bother chatting, because it's like you have to say hi to everybody in one sentence. You can't do, like, every 3 minutes, you can only do like 2 comments or something stupid like that. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead here on that. I do need just a little bit more up here in the red area. And I need to all right, and And then, all right, so I have some dark lines. I'm going to grab my rigger. My favorite rigger is actually Princeton. Well, it's the one I've practiced with the most, so I think it's a Princeton. I should look in case it's not. I think it is, but liner. Made in India. Look up on the other part and see. It's number 2. It's a number 2 liner. Oh, it doesn't say Princeton, so it can't be a Princeton. I don't know what brand it is then. I don't know. Anyway, I like it. Number 2 liner, also known as a rigger, depending on the company. So I need some of this dark color, and you have to make sure your rigger's dark, and you have to make sure it's wet enough because your paint doesn't come off if it's not wet. I have to fix that once it's all right. Where else do I need? I need that line right along here. Okay, so now I need to do some details in the green and blue area. So I'm going for my detail brush. This is a Da Vinci detail set that I got. Number 2 detail, round. going in with some sap green to go along this shape. Once again, make sure your brush is wet enough. Even though you want a thick mixture of paint, your bristles still have to be wet enough. Now I'm going back in with sap green to just define the shapes and the shadows. I'm just kind of scuffling because I don't want to get straight lines here where these sections are going in. So it's called scuffling, I believe. All right. Oh, excuse me. That was my stomach. I don't know if you heard it, but that was my stomach. I need to put some more green up here. And a detail brush is not big enough to pick up pigment to put in your palette. Okay. Scuffling. And need to add a little more water in there. Sorry for the sniffling, I apologize. But anyone who lives with allergies understands. And if you don't understand, I apologize anyway. All right. Sorry, I had a little bit too much pigment on my brush, but I don't want to water it down too much because then it doesn't go on with any detail, and I want a little detail so it's easier to all right, I'm almost ready to take off the I can find my, hopefully I can find my, well, supposed to be right in the front. Oh yeah, there it is. I just couldn't see it. My gum eraser here. Okay, here we go, the big reveal. And of course, some of the edges may need to be, softened, obviously, but that will be revealed. I've never had this graphics destroy my, see now these edges all need to be softened, but that's just a detail. And I need to add a little white up here because I messed up and forgot to put some all right. So now I just need to fix up. I'm going to use my detail brush, I think. Make sure I clean it. Get all the green out of it. The brush is stained a little bit with the sap green of this detail brush. That's interesting. All right. Clean water. Just a damp brush, so I may have to use a stiffer brush, maybe. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Oh, I need to, hold on. Okay, I'm going to have to go. Da Vinci's not stiff enough. My 000. Where's my 000? That's not my 000. That's my 2. Where is my 000? Oh, it must be. Oops, what are you bumping? Be nice. Okay. My 000 must be here with my detail ones. Hold on, I've got to take my caddy down here so I can see what I'm. Oh no, I lost a brush. Where are you? I know you're here because I remember putting you in here. You silly thing hiding from Mommy. Okay, maybe I'll use my number 2 then. I have to remember that that one's on the floor and get it when I get up. All right, so number 2, let's see if this has a small enough point, but holds enough water to do this. So I'm just going around the edges here with that round motion to soften the line around that spot. But you still want it white, so try and get the white back out of that center. Okay, this one. All right. Okay, bye, Judy. Night. I'm almost done anyway. I'm just final touches, and then I'll be taking a photo, and I will definitely tweet the photo because you'll see the colors much better on Twitter from a photo. And of course, the magic of taking off the tape, my favorite part. Second to the reveal of the... Alright, now I actually need my... Ooh, scrubber too. Oh, what are you on top of? Oh, magnet. Okay. So I need a scrubber because I need to take out a little bit of cloud sort of up here. So try and get back a little bit to the white. I think I need my other one. It's stiffer. Oh, come on, really? All right. Might try and add a little white. My white's not really opaque, but it might be enough to get the kind of effect there I'm looking for. All right, now let's do this part. one more line, and then I can take off the tape. Alrighty. Are we ready to remove the tape? Let's see how many we've got for the big reveal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Jen! Jen snuck in. Hi, Jen. I don't know if you made any comments, but I missed seeing you come in. I'm sorry about that. All right, let's take off the tape. Love this part. Tear it at a 45-degree angle so you don't take up any of the paper. So, just as they give us the private chat back, they're taking away free Ustream. Dang it. Did you hear that, Jen? I don't know if you saw any of Dee Dee's recording yet or not, but as of August 1st, no more free Ustream. So, I think Eileen might have fallen asleep, which she probably needs sleep right about now. Okay. One more piece. This paper is not pure white, so those, I might put some white on all of my spots, because the paper is quite ivory, so they're not really shining as much as I would like them to. All right. I'm going to wet my white. And see if it'll brighten up the centers of those Yum, Helen. I'm going to make just some regular chicken and rice in my Instabutt. Although I really should do the Thai chicken, because yeah, I haven't done that in a while. That actually is working quite nice. We'll see when it dries, though. It goes quite... I have to try and find a white gouache. This is a white watercolor, so it's not opaque as a gouache, but we'll see if it dries too. It is the M Graham Titanium White. But it's white enough. On this paper, it's showing white because paper's really cream colored. So it's kind of a good way to get some good blending in the white spots. Yeah, Jen, I mean, really, we had free use of their 8 years. We've had, you know, free use of their servers and their service. I mean, really, you can't blame them. They've got to make money. And keeping server space empty for free, just people doesn't seem, it doesn't make business sense. So off to Ustream go. Ustream is a bigger, larger enterprise. They have more commercial support already, so hopefully they'll be able to stay free. We'll see, eh? That'll be the question. Is how long can YouTube stay free? And then I want to add some here. Got a little over exuberant there, but anyway, we'll see what happens. Gonna add a few highlights here. It's past supper time, but my supper time seems to always be lately. So it's kind of nice. Oops. Must have missed my pan when I went to get that last little bit there. All right, I'm going to stop because at some point you just need to stop. There. Watercolor, this kind of watercolor especially, always looks better from a distance. It's not meant to be inspected at nose closeness. So thank you everyone for coming, and I will post a picture, and I'll also have the picture as my thumbnail on my YouTube channel, so you'll get a better look, a little better look at the colors, etc. It's a little better when it's down flat. There you go. That's a little more accurate. Yeah, I'm not doing Twitch. I've looked at a couple, and no, there's too much spamming and stuff. I think Twitch is still way worse than the few trolls that we used to get at Ustream, and there's even more of them still at Twitch. I don't want to deal with that. No. So, yeah, Jen, Eileen has a soon-to-be nephew who is in the programming industry, and some of the products that he deals with do live streaming. So she's going to look into that this weekend for us and give us a report. So there may be something else out there too. So we'll see. And Eileen knows what we're looking for. So as far as, you know, content and chat accessibility and that kind of stuff. So thanks everyone.